this shit up there, nigga. So niggas, these people, nigga, this is the way that this shit work. These people gonna come in here, they gonna drop comments and shit. Okay. But nigga, the topic is the Power mid-season review. Okay. You know, nigga, it's the mid-season review of Power, nigga. So, all I'ma say is, Power, they reselling you the same fucking story. Verbatim, okay? Like, Tariq, he got Diana, Mary J. Blige, though. Right. Then he got the Lauren shit. Angela, Keisha.
Tasha.
Diana is Keisha.
Right.
Lauren is Angela. Okay. Kane is Kanan.
Yep. Yeah, I picked that last night. I picked that last night while I was watching.
Kane is Kanan. They really don't have a Tommy. Just the white frat boy. Yeah. What's the name?
I don't know what his name.
What's going on? Oh, so lovely. Yeah, the white boy that's a part. What's going on with Bone? The white boy that's a part of the family that run the university is gonna be the new Tommy. But you know what? Because he explained to him, look, this is how the whole organization works. You know? So, what you think, man? What's your mid-season review on that shit?
I feel like they kind of forcing a lot of issues. Like, in barely 2 episodes, Sax puts his niece on motherfucking Tariq. And then in the next episode, barely in a 24-hour period, she get the chance to basically be able to track his phone. And then Sax jumps up and able to catch this goofy dude confessing to allegedly, but he's never said that he did it.
He said you deserved it.
Right.
That's why Method Man was Will Davis.
Right.
Said that's inadmissible as fuck.
Right. Right, because I was watching and I said he didn't admit to doing anything. You don't know what he's saying. He's basically he was very ambiguous on what he was saying.
Well, that's one of the things, man, I gotta really bring out is because the reality or the believability of this season, nigga, I'm gonna rate that shit at a 0.3. Goddamn. You know, they go and get the mama out of jail, and the girl. What we talking about the mid-season review of Power. You know, we talking about Power with a mid-season review. They go and get the mama out of jail and shit. And they like, yeah, we gonna go and get her a mock trial. This bitch go and do a whole Hollywood set of makeup. Then comes back. Look, they go and do a whole motherfucking Hollywood makeover where she like, yes, I just gotta feel pretty and shit again. They take them goddamn still ass prison braids and fuck out her head.
No, they kept them motherfuckers on her head. They put a wig on, a lace front on her head.
Well, where the fuck did she get some goddamn brain weed from in prison? You know, how many pussy she had to eat for that? How many loose cigarettes did Tasha had to? You ain't watch it. Nigga, it's been out for 24 hours. Shit, y'all better go watch that shit. Right. She still wearing those damn boots.
And if you got the damn app, you can see the shit Saturday.
Look, man, I know in prison, goddammit, that they issue clothing, but she got the biggest motherfucking prison uniform of all time. Goddamn, what the fuck, Notori Dotton, Keisha, she can't be no more than about 5'2". They gave her the motherfucking prison uniform of a nigga that's 6'5". That shit baggy as hell. That bitch got a gang of contraband in this motherfucker. Y'all really into this shit? Hell yeah, goddamn it, it's the Rona out here. Otherwise, oh so lovely, I would be chasing some whores. Goddamn it, shit. It's one of my favorite pastimes.
Yeah, you might as well mention that we gonna be looking for some whores up here in Peoria right about now.
Man, I ain't even tell these motherfuckers we
Oh,
going to
shit, my
Peoria.
bad.
Since you didn't mention this, nigga,
Let me look.
we going to, yeah, find the strip clubs up there, nigga.
Strip clubs in Peoria, Illinois.
Find the whores too, the whorehouse.
Okay, there's Elliot's Cabaret.
Elliot's.
Big Al's. That motherfucker open up at 6.
Oh, Big Al's. That motherfucker sound like
There's a Lux Showgirls.
Showgirls. That's like PTs, right?
Probably so.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if we can find us a legitimate whorehouse up there.
This is St. Clair, goddammit. She's a co-rider. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Hold on. Dixie Rose Country Cabaret.
You got some black hoes there?
Show these peach. That's some white bitches.
She look like a midget. I'll fuck a midget.
Yeah, you can definitely want on
them. Hey, they said, hey, she said she like that mid-season split. They give her Tasha some time to grow back them edges. Shit.
Shit.
Hey.
They got Club Cabaret.
Tasha.
They got some little sluts. They got some little slut houses up there. But are they open?
This is my thing. Okay, Mary J. Blige act like she got so much game. That shit is not believable for me because we know her husband left her and she had to pay that nigga. Okay?
Hey, you talking about a real life. There he go.
Hey. all your game on a nigga should lead him back to you.
How many people
Why do so many motherfuckers complain about cheating? God damn it.
There ain't no such thing as cheating, man. You fucking because you fucking other bitches because the opportunity is there.
The shit she's saying don't even go together. He gonna be a nigga that's young, head full of waves, know how to dress, good looking, but he gonna be pussy whipped over you.
Right.
Huh?
Right. When he got money and he got other options.
He's 20 years old in real life. But on the show, he's 18 to 7. Well, he's 18 on the show, right? So he's playing 2 years younger. Believable? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When I was 18, I was destroying pussy. Them motherfuckers was like laid potato chips. Nigga can't eat just one. Goddamn it. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Did that nigga get some pussy on? Did he fuck that one little chick from last season when he was in college?
Who?
The little light-skinned chick that stole the pills from him. They pretty
much
got him.
Did he
get some pussy?
Shit,
I can't remember.
The first episode of her shit, you know, I do love you. You know, it was shit. He like, bitch. He like, bitch, you stole from me. Fuck you, ho. He hit it with a bitch, get off my phone. You know what I'm saying? But to me, man, in looking at what's getting ready to happen again, Tariq is Ghost. Kane is Kanan. The white boy is Tommy. And all of these people feel like they're going to put Ghost in a jail. Method Man and Sax feel like they're going to team up and get Tariq the fuck out the game. But the same shit since he's Ghost. Ghost was never out of the game till he was out of the game. And if Tariq wasn't his son, Tariq wouldn't have got that close to kill him. Yeah, you know.
Damn, you know, watching the opening recap, I had forgot because when I usually watch the show, I watch it one time and I'm watching it weekly. Mm-hmm. I had totally forgot that motherfucking Tariq was a motherfucking killer. He killed
Kanan. He killed Ray
and his dad. Leading up to killing his dad, I said, damn, this motherfucker cold blooded.
But that's what they think that Mary J. Blige, what's her name? What the fuck is
I
her
think her name is Mona. I think her name is Mona on the show.
Mona, some shit. Listen, Trent, oh fuck a bitch. Look, anywho, with Mona, with Mary J. Blige's character, she believed that she got more game than what the fuck she got. Tariq way past y'all in that game because he learned from some heavyweights.
Mm-hmm.
So they trying to outwit him and trying to match wits with him, but his daddy basically, in the words of Levi, his daddy was a thinking man. Okay,
right.
So they not gonna be able to outthink him.
No, but he's doing some fucking up though, cause when the fact that he got his pistol took from him, the fact that he did that little so-called ambiguous confession in front of his father's grave, I feel like he kind of fucked up by telling the new Tommy kind of aspects of the whole operation.
Mm-hmm.
Because the less a motherfucker know, because Sax's niece is gonna fuck the game up for him.
But see, this is the thing. It's the reason they got a team of writers, bro, and it's the reason why Come TV is in 60-minute time slots. So hour and a half-hour time slots. I gotta sell this programming for this amount of time to this amount of people. That being said, everything that was in that episode, you always have to remember when you watching TV, it's there for a reason. So it's a reason why he told that white boy that, because me being a street nigga like yourself, goddamn it, I'm like, hold on, nigga, fuck you telling this nigga all that. But it's a reason later on down the road why that's gonna come out. Like, I doubt if Tasha make it past episode 7 and she's still in jail. Because I know they're gonna let her ass out early, because all of this shit is taking place in a 2-week time span.
Exactly.
Ain't no time them past. God damn. They ain't coming back a year later. Hold on, y'all. Shit, nigga, the feds got behind me. Go on for a different, goddamn. Listen, all this shit takes place. Listen, all of this shit takes
impossible, which is fucking impossible.
These motherfuckers went to a whole trial. They did a mock trial. This bitch was in jail, regular jail. This bitch took a plea deal, got a new lawyer, took the same fucking plea deal. Goddamn, Tariq done went out here and got $500,000 a year to method
in a 2-week period.
In a 2-week time period. This nigga done got a mobile app. The gay dude that owned the building, the Club True, he done got married to a young fag. Come on, man. You fucking out of here, man. They had to rerun throughout the whole season. Rick gonna get him some this season. Rick been busting bitches ovaries loose for a couple seasons. Remember, he fucked the one crackhead that was with Kane. Or the female cop, he fucked somebody over there in Kane's.
Yeah, that's right, he sure did.
Hey, that nigga was getting zoom in a pom pom. Let's see here. The new Tommy brother stole the product.
Yeah, that's super fucked up. That's gonna come back and bust their ass.
I mean,
that motherfucker, they gonna have to kill that motherfucker.
But it's there for a reason.
That motherfucker gonna steal. He stole that product. He gonna get caught up with the product. Well, the biggest issue with that was going to be
they gonna have to explain where they got it.
Not just that. That motherfucking money, that dope has to be accounted for, money wise.
Yeah. they selling. These motherfuckers selling. They didn't just zoom. And just popped up there and they zooming out there. And this nigga only been there for 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
3 weeks. I mean, your shit, like when you selling dope, goddamn it, you catch on quick, but not that fast. But it's TV though, right? It's TV. But nigga, that nigga look like he stole about 20 grand worth of dope right there, but I ain't gonna even lie to you. He look like he stole about 20 grand worth of work. So how they gonna account for all that? That's what I want.
Damn, that's right. Tariq was able to finesse and hustle up $500,000. That's nutty.
$500,000 in New York, unsuspected, on a college campus.
That shit don't make.
I mean, alright, so the dude Jabari fucks his student. Turning around and giving this bitch the weakest doggy style of all time. I'll slap both of y'all in the face, but that won't be a surprise. Man, hey, that's that pussy ass nigga I was telling you about. The one who named my trademark.
What?
This nigga right here.
Oh,
hey,
that nigga to go on somewhere.
Hey, he don't know, man. I'll run up on his ass and shoot him, nigga. God damn it. The fuck?
How the fuck is this nigga on your live?
I don't know. He done probably popped up in a room and shit. But I be telling these like YouTube niggas I'm wild for real in real life. Nigga, they don't know these. Nigga, they don't know these stories, nigga. Oh shit, what are my moms get Dana J live and fuck about the chat? Yes, now the lady lawyer fucking the fool. Listen, she fucking the dude Zeke. They have no chemistry. They have nothing that says this is believable in any type of way.
It's believable because she on some low key get back shit because she know old dude writing the books and shit is fucking his students. So, you know, bitches do petty shit like that. You know, they won't let a motherfucking dude live his motherfucking dream, live his life, his best life. You know, fucking young sluts. Without her on some get back shit like, I don't want him having no happiness without me. Man, fuck that shit. That's how they wrote that shit.
Man, I just don't see the chemistry between her and the Zeke dude. Like, he's over there. Because remember, he had tried to make a pass at her on an earlier episode. Right. And she had kind of blew it down. But then it's just like,
was this before she heard old dude banging old girl out in his office? Because mind you, remember what I said? She probably blew the shit off because she was feeling old dude or whatever the fuck. But once she found out he's getting some other little macaroni sounds in the next room, she like, well, shit, you know, you can play that game.
He was fucking a young bitch. Like, when a bitch that young, bro, unless her daddy was fucking her, she ain't had no real dick. He giving that bitch some of the weakest dick of all time. Yeah. And they not even fucking for real, nigga. They on a TV show. Nigga, look, nigga, let me do a fuck scene, goddamn it. I guarantee I'm gonna send that bitch to the hospital. Hit that bitch with that Thor, nigga. Drop that hammer up in that motherfucker. Feel me? I'll be like, bitch, open your mouth, you dirty bitch. Damn it, shit. Or the quote of R. Kelly song, bitch, you gonna be singing more and more. You feel me? But nigga, they having the weirdest motherfucking sex scene. She just got the basketball dude fucking her all raw and shit. These niggas don't put in no condoms and movies, nigga.
Hey, shit. Yeah. You would think that they would try to promote or slide it in that motherfuckers are using condoms, but shit, fuck it.
I just don't see her fucking dude raw like that.
Man,
and who the fuck is she? What the fuck she look like Vanessa Williams?
woman is on some petty back shit. She does some of the most outlandish, disrespectful shit in the game to herself and the blowback to another motherfucker. Because now she might get burnt by this basketball playing ass nigga who's fucking Indian and everything. Now she gonna end up passing this shit on to the motherfucking professor because she gonna fuck him again. And look, she gonna let this motherfucker know that she fucked that motherfucking basketball player.
Well, the dude act like he's God's gift to earth. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga, he don't have no for real swag. Can I see him fucking some bitches? I can. But when you that fucking arrogant and stuck up and shit like that with your attitude, where you too good for everybody, man, ain't no bitches giving you no pussy like that, man. Ain't no bitch staying stuck on you like that. And then, to me, Courtney Kemp bring her ass on after every episode and talks about how great she was in writing the episode. Why the fuck did y'all do more character development with them two before they got to this point? Because for me, it's hard for me to understand the importance of what's her name? Fuck you call of the Jabari character and the other female professor. I just don't. Other than them being black professors, I don't understand why they're more of the storyline. Like they could be part of the storyline in the same capacity as what's the dude's name? The dude that owned Truth. But they damn near like what shit? They're not even really recurring stars, they cast members at this.
Well, a lot of TV shows, they want to try to meet as many demographics as possible. So, like this season, they introduced the little homosexual shit. That's the appeal to the gay motherfuckers. Those two being professors, or one's a counselor, professor, what the fuck she do? That is kind of like touch on to the intellectual book motherfuckers who ain't coming from the GED section of society. You got Tariq, he's floating between shit, being 18 to the 20-year-old demographic where now it's partying, now he's selling drugs. That's everybody fucking in that age bracket's dreams to be a goddamn drug kingpin, and fucking bitches, So they're doing a bunch of things that they're trying to. There's a checklist that they have to hit a certain demographic that's going to watch that show. So that's why the two professors that you're saying they're doing a little bit more character development into him is because they got to hit a certain class of people that they want to reach.
Them motherfuckers are. They have a relationship that, granted, when I'm watching Power, I'm in the gym and shit. So I may not. Hey, what's going on, Pee Wee? What's going on, Eva? What's going on, Loving R. Kelly? Is your booty hole alright? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, listen. They got a weird ass relationship that don't make no sense. And maybe I need to rewatch all of the episodes over again. But it's like they was fucking with each other back in the day. She can't get over him. And just from me just being a nigga that, I sit back and I study male-female relationships. It's just like I just don't see it. I don't foresee it. I mean, I know it's a bunch of fine ass women who can't get no man, but that right there, she got some A quality vagina, goddammit, to be the age she is. Bitch is a doctor, professor, at a college. Shit, she smart, she attractive, she a freak of late shit. Somebody, you mean to tell me ain't nobody gonna pick that bitch up? Ain't nobody?
Mm, mm. I know there's a big disparity, or we'll say there's a big divide between educated women and men who may not be as educated, or it's a it's definitely a difference in the power dynamic or the social dynamic between, like, dudes really don't be checking for bitches with degrees. They be checking for young hot thoughts who, all they want to do is shake their ass and drink and smoke and pop pills and fuck and have no fucking future. She has too much future. She has too much future behind her. And niggas don't want that. Niggas are intimidated by that shit.
Hey,
I'm just saying. That's why she ain't getting knocked back.
Well, shit, the student is up in there laying pipe on her ass.
And
Zeke is up in there laying pipe.
But she on some get back shit though. That only went down because old dude was knocking one of his students off, man. If that shit didn't went down, she would have been stiff arming that nigga out the way. No, nigga, no.
So my thing is I have been. I ain't gonna say I've been Tariq, but I done been somebody who was moving like Tariq at that point in time. And I guess my mental, while I was moving like that, there's no way in fucking hell that I will be sitting up in there doing the motherfucking schoolwork. You telling me that you got shit last minute. It ain't no way in hell I'm gonna be sitting up in here and I'm gonna be Zeke's hoe. Fuck all that. At the expense of myself? Nah. Hell no. Nah. And the other thing is that he don't have nothing to blackmail the dude that's that own truth. He ain't found shit to blackmail him with so that he can stop, taking care of this nigga Zeke. Cause for the storyline, Zeke is the biggest not needed motherfucker in he's the biggest not needed nigga in the whole fucking storyline. And really, they could have had the girl Diana going to church, and he be bouncing back and forth between Lauren and Diana, and just make the shit be like that. But you got Zach, you got her, you got Mary J. Blige, who is, I guess, a tough dyke. I don't know, but she got all these androgynous, feminine-looking Mexican men and shit that she fucking with. The Tejadas look like niggas, okay? They say Jeff Fly, all this, and all of this to get his inheritance too. Man, it's just certain things as a man, even with that money involved. Well, this is the thing, first off. When the last episode ended of the original Power, they said that he had to complete a 4-year degree. Okay? With them saying that he could go through Cho or whatever the fuck the name of the school is he at now, he in college. If the motherfucker turned 18, he was going to college anyway. It seemed like they went through a whole bunch of rigmarole for no apparent reason. Then he stressing himself out going through this stupid ass course with these two freaky ass professors and shit. They got this weird ass sexual energy. And then they say you might be able to graduate a year early, but every time that he's turning something in, college professors are hard, don't get me wrong. But he's turning papers down on some bullshit. And that shit that the dude Jabari is doing, like how he's playing hardball like that, man, ain't no, when you a black professor at a school like that, You can't do that type of shit, man. You just can't. Like, you know, you can college in a chat room full of motherfuckers who went to college, community college for me, of course. God damn it. You can't just sit up in here and be like, well, the paper was due at the beginning of class. Now it's the middle of class. Fuck your paper. It's late. Papers have due dates, nigga. As long as you turn it in before the close of business that day,
right,
you have met the requirement, nigga. You can't be that fucking stringent on your rules.
well, you got to think the majority of the 99% of the story structure that they're trying to put together is kind of all like puzzle pieces, and they're going to rewrite a certain narratives to suit their story or to justify why this person is there and what's the importance of why they're there. Like you said, like the two professors, you're just like, why the fuck are they really there? They're pretty much going through a bunch of, they're trying to weave in and write in a narrative to justify why they're being there, even though it goes against a natural order or natural sense of why they should be there, and they should have as much story going on. Like the little professor dude is not, this dude is relatively, they trying to portray him as he's a noble, good guy. He believes in, well, I'm gonna be hard on Tariq because he's black, and he has to show,
Well,
he has to be
cool.
Well, he's kind of a coon, but he's also a fucking scumbag at the same time. Because he's trying to be noble, but he's a piece of shit because he's knocking down the students, which I'm pretty sure that's against motherfucking school policy. That's one. Number two, he's plagiarizing a motherfucker's paper.
Well, and that's what the disconnect with him for me was. I didn't like the motherfucker from the first episode he was on, but when the nigga he went to these extremes to say how much he sticks to the standard. Well, listen, your paper was due at the beginning of the class, now it's the end of the class. Then you turn around and you plagiarize the same paper.
Man, that shit is nuts. I'll sit back and watch that, and I was like whoever's writing this shit, they is doing some. It's
choppy.
Yeah, I can tell in the editing, or if there's either in the editing or the rewrites, you can feel there's a choppiness, and then there's another thing that they're doing as of late. They're trying to circumvent your expectations by throwing curveballs. That's why when you're saying that the female professor knocked down Z, you say like there was no chemistry and all that. There really was no chemistry, but he was trying to holler. But the fact that to make it smooth over and to make it seem like, oh, okay, I can see it, that can happen. Once he knocked down the little chick in his office, then that pushed her to the level of, well, shit, if he's going to be a scumbag, I'm going to be a scumbag too. And just to let y'all know, that's real shit. Bitches do this shit all the fucking time. Just because I'm a fucking piece of shit and I fuck this other bitch don't mean you got to stoop to my level, okay? You supposed to be better than me.
Well, okay. Alright, so now they go over to Lauren's parents' house. She show up with this scrub ass nigga after she done begged this nigga to come over to her crib and shit and have dinner. Now she got some stuck up uppity bougie ass parents, and Tariq never be like, bitch, my daddy was getting ready to be the governor of this motherfucker.
Right.
Like, the fact of who the fuck his parents are, I guess since he killed his dad, he don't have no admiration for him. But it's difficult to understand the story of prominence because we've been watching this show for 8 years now. And in this whole 8 years of watching this show, we've seen Tariq go through his evolution. Now that this nigga done went through his evolution, we supposed to come back and believe he don't have no power. When all the, or he don't have no prominence and he's still a nigga getting from the gutter. When we saw this nigga grow up in a penthouse, something don't make no sense. Something is disconnected.
Well, like I said, they are, for me looking at what they're doing, when I'm usually watching something, basically looking at what are they doing, what are they trying to weave with the narrative to justify the reasons why things are the way that they are. And the reason that from my understanding, is that they're basically, once he killed his father, it locked up the money, the family wealth.
Right.
So now it put him to where he had to go back to the gutter to go get the shit. And on top of that,
he had to become Ghost.
He basically had to become Ghost. And he's not just doing it for himself, he's doing it because what the fuck he did, the implications is that he got his mama locked the fuck up. So that's the only reason why. But if he got the trust from his father dying, there'd be no show. You know, he wouldn't have earned anything. So now it's more compelling. They don't want him to be a married. Okay, like in the Star Wars movies, they have a thing called the Mary Sue. They're saying the little bitch Rey was a Mary Sue. Anakin Skywalker, Luke Skywalker, through their development, there was a trial and error. They had to learn, they had a setback, and then they came back and they persevered against whatever the fuck they were going up against. With Ghost, he had to basically, they don't want it to where you don't respect a character unless you see them and they're growing things. You got to see them grow. If you see them up on top, then where's the character growth or the development? Where's the movement? Where's the arc?
Well, I get it with Tariq, but the thing is that when he's up here at these universities, it's difficult to buy I'm the guy who had to get it how I live. I came about the gutter.
He did.
I'm grinding.
Now that part, right. Fuck no.
When you grew up in a motherfucking
He grew up rich. He grew up rich.
You know, and I mean, I totally get it. Now the show's overall arc is showing Tariq becoming his father. So he killed his father to become him. Alright, we get that. But it's shit. It don't make no fucking sense. You know, it don't make sense at all. Even with the with Keisha, she just said, yeah, Tommy was the kingpin. Now Tommy dead. Where the fuck is Tommy at?
Tommy went to California.
But them just bringing him up ain't been bought in. He's not in custody nowhere.
Shit, it's hard to find a motherfucker. As long as you stay off the grid, as long as you don't get behind a motherfucking car, get on the internet, shit, you alright.
If you are the head of a RICO case, your ass is getting locked up. Akon style.
Right, because your boy R. Kelly is being hit up on a RICO case, right, with the sex trafficking?
Okay. They came and got that nigga. He was walking his dog.
But he was a dumbass, though. He should have liquidated all that shit and done a Russell Simmons and got the fuck out of Dodge. It just been like walking his dog over in Bahrain where there ain't got no extradition laws and been like, listen here, y'all figure that shit out while I'm over there. Fuck y'all.
The nigga said I was a trick when I was paying $40 for some young pussy. I bet R. Kelly wish he had my $40 right now. Damn it, yeah. That $40 would have kept that nigga out of jail. $40 could have saved him $40 million. Word to the wise. Anyway, so
yeah, sir. Yeah. And life imprisonment because they're gonna get that nigga the goddamn.
We are talking about the TV show Power. Now, the crew has been drawing a silhouette of a naked man. And then she goes and asks Tyreek, do you know who this gay ass nigga that my gay ass son been drawn? I mean, come on, man. Who yeah, nigga. She knows. My whole family knows I'm gay. You feel me? They say the co-ride, nigga. They call you co-ride, nigga. They say the setup is real, nigga. Nigga, what you said about R. Kelly, nigga, look. If your ass is in a RICO They would have came and got Tommy, nigga. You can't. She's the queen pin of the Rico show. Number one, what the fuck is the organization? What's the organization? No, and number two, how the fuck do Sacks keep excelling up? Alright? Like that fucking judge that they had where she like, well, she giving Sacks all the fucking room in the world. Remember though, Trent, Tommy is still alive and loose.
That's what I'm saying. He alive and loose, dude. As long as you don't get on no, get behind the wheel, get on any public transportation, or use the fucking internet in a cell phone. As long as you use a burner cell phone, nigga, your ass, you can avoid the motherfucking police.
Nigga, Tim from Sweetie Pies used the burner cell phone. They came and got that nigga.
Motherfuckers knew where the fuck he was at, dude.
They came and got that nigga Tim. God damn it, nigga. Big booty Tim. Nigga, they came and got his ass. Ghost is not dead. He was in the ambulance. And what I tell y'all crazy. Man, stop the casing. Stop the casing about Tasha. Tasha gonna get out of that shit. Listen, man, a Rico is the easiest fucking case to beat. God damn it. Alright? Conspiracy is hard. A Rico is easy to beat. God damn it. A Rico, don't talk about my book.
Talk about who?
I don't know. A Rico is an easy case to beat, man. Now, they got her up in jail. She done got a bitch from Plan B, and now all of a sudden, this bitch, she got a cell phone, she texting a nigga, she texting this nigga, call me, nigga, goddamn, like, this bitch chatting with this nigga Tariq, goddamn it, like.
With impunity, nigga.
Yeah.
Like she in the motherfucker, like she running the joint. But do she have a phone charger? That's what I want to know. Is there an outlet in the motherfucker?
That's what I be thinking.
How is she charging the phone?
Look, she can't get enough of everlasting batteries.
And who is paying the cell phone bill? That's what I, just little tickler, little stickler things that the nigga look fine details. And I'm just like, this shit is not too believable, but this is television,
I mean, she probably got the cell phone charging them baggy ass goddamn overalls she wearing.
Look, now the little Puerto Rican dude that's moving all the weight, I can see him doing this thing because he moving weight. I don't know how believable that is, motherfuckers running prisons like that. That part I don't know. I ain't never been to jail.
Well, when Mary J. Blige say that, well, Tariq is the weak link. Like, no.
No, Mary J. Blige is actually slow and stupid.
Yeah,
no. Her instincts are bad. Totally bad.
Off.
Yeah.
And she can't run the fucking family. Again, man, you got that little weak ass, gay looking Mexican dude fucking you. And then, this is my thing. Now, there's a bitch that live around the corner from me, goddammit, that, hustles. And she pick weak niggas. But she ain't like no goddamn queen pick. Especially not in no place like New York. She's up in here laying down with weak ass niggas. And she's supposed to be a boss. Bosses only respect other bosses. And if your man plugged up like that, bitch, you don't think he'll kill you for having another nigga in his crib while he in jail, bitch? Is you crazy? Then she want to whoop the daughter's ass. Number one, she sending the daughter up in there. The daughter gonna fuck up royally. The daughter is not built for the game. Okay? That daughter ain't built for this game. Period. When that daughter go up in there, the daughter is she gonna start siding with Tariq over her mom. And she been wanting to get him some pussy for a minute.
You sick.
And that girl old as hell to be playing an 18-year-old. That girl gotta be every bit of 30. Either she every bit of 30, yeah. Or that motherfucking Hispanic gene she got in her is starting to come, starting to show his motherfucking head.
Can we address the elephant in the room?
What?
How the fuck them niggas got a light-skinned Puerto Rican daddy like that?
And they black as hell.
Well, they kind of like mixed crayons in that motherfucker, but it's kind of hard for me to believe that them motherfuckers be looking that black. You know, Puerto Ricans ain't shit but niggas and Spaniards with some good fucking hair. That's all they really are. But I'm like, man, that motherfucker Puerto Rican. I thought he was a white dude. No, I thought he was a Caucasian from the Caucasus Mountains.
Yeah.
What's that?
Nigga, that's when you put the new shit up there, the new state.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. That's all of that. Listen, he got these black ass kids. He said, seeing true.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the nigga that's playing Kane, that nigga, he the only nigga on the show, nigga, that's acting his motherfucking ass off. I be, look, when I be seeing that nigga, I don't think shit about him being Bobby Brown Jr., goddamn it. I don't see none of that shit. I be believing him. I be believing his motherfucking, I be believing him.
Damn, there's another motherfucking transcend change
But
in this motherfucker.
The thing that be hard for me to believe is these motherfuckers doing all this murdering, all this dope pushing, and these niggas be driving Range Rovers and Ferraris and shit. Ain't nobody gonna see a Lambo leaving the murder scene. Man, ain't nobody saw no Range Rover leaving the murder scene.
Which account is this you got on?
This is grad school. Nigga, this is on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How that bitch at? I thought that nigga, that goofy ass nigga that used to fuck with R. Kelly, that was never his motherfucking partner. You know, bullshit security. Bullshit top flight security ass. How the fuck is I thought he'd be blocked or no shit?
Oh, I just blocked the nigga, man. I told you, man, I was off this shit, man. Like, nigga, they don't know, nigga. You done came and got me out of jail, nigga, on multiple occasions, nigga. For smacking the shit out motherfuckers, nigga. Yeah, damn it. This nigga, they don't know. Like, dude, he called me one day talking some hip shit. So I had Jerry pull up on this nigga. He gave the wrong address and shit.
Right.
Nigga, man, whatever, man. I don't even get off into whole shit with whole niggas. Oh, shit. I listen. We gotta get her motherfucking ring. She didn't hit me with a motherfucking lifetime check. What about that rough-looking stripper with the cheap wig?
What rough-looking stripper? Oh, the one that was selling the dope in the club. Yeah, the chick used to fuck with Tasha.
Oh, no, nigga, that's believable. Nah, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
What we know about the club? That shit believable.
Yeah, that's 100% believable.
That's believable.
Yeah, they had some of the raggediest weaves and lace fronts in the game.
What the fuck? That shit believable. That's real, nigga. That's the realest shit on the show right there. That shit.
Yeah, that's some shit that P Valley would not show you. That them hoes sell, they suck a lot of dick, sell a lot of pussy in the motherfucking club, and they all on dope.
Man, well, fuck this. Let's switch lanes. Let's talk about P Valley.
Oh,
we 50 minutes in.
God damn.
Now, nigga, this is the problem I got with P Valley. Nigga, I ain't told you privately, but it's time to say this shit up. Now, the Mercedes chick, she got some pretty titties, alright? But her ass is flat as hell.
Oh, no, nigga, that motherfucker look good, nigga. I'd roll. I'd take the roll.
You give some power dick?
Yeah. I'd zeke him.
Yeah, shit. Hold on, nigga. Let me see. Hold on. Where is it? Alright, here you go, nigga. We got some antibiotics for you, nigga.
Watch out.
We got some antibiotics for you, nigga. You gonna be,
Yeah, pop a couple of those, a couple of hours a day, you know, in a clap away.
Goddamn, we got that pill pack for you, nigga. Yeah, damn it, shit. You catch that shit, nigga. Hey, they thought I was joking, nigga. Listen, I told them, man, shit. If I catch chlamydia or gonorrhea, nigga, I'm still in the game.
Right, that ain't shit.
Goddamn it, just feel like a little razor blade going through your dick a little bit, goddamn it, with that chlamydia, goddamn it, but you get them pills, nigga. Couple of these, nigga. Yeah. You be right back fucking in no time, nigga.
Yeah. The biggest problem is when you can fuck around and get caught up with that bumpy dick. That's the shit that's kind of funky.
That dick acne. Yeah. Goddamn it, that herpes, nigga, the gift they keep on giving. Goddamn it. You know.
But the P-Valley shit, man, that shit was totally unrealistic. That shit is worse than Power. I think it's the most fabricated. Hey, listen, watching P-Valley made me look at that show and sit up and say, now I'm a big superhero TV show, comic book, cartoon, sci-fi head. And I said, this fucking TV show, I cannot believe none of this motherfucker. Because they are very disingenuous about what really goes on. Now, I'm not saying that you can't. You got to show the grit and the dirt and the hawk of the motherfucking club. But y'all, they glamorize the strip club format in po-ass Mississippi. Po-ass Mississippi. It was just, I couldn't believe it. I watched the motherfuckers use the force. I've seen motherfuckers do the Vulcan neck pinch. I've seen a nigga with, was it 5 fucking gems snap half the universe out of existence. But the shit I seen in P-Valley, man, no.
Nigga, you seen Thor pick up a hammer that nobody else in the world can pick up.
Exactly. But this P-Valley shit, no, hell no.
Man, alright, this is my thing. P-Valley. First off, let me precede this, nigga. You the nigga that introduced me to the strip club game, period, goddammit. Goddammit, you are the god of the strip club.
Facts.
Now, St. Louis, East St. Louis, Brooklyn, Illinois, Centerville, Allerton, and the other spot that I'm missing, Sauget.
Yep.
St. Louis got a strip club culture like no other place in America. Okay, we get to serve liquor, show pussy, titties, and ass.
Mm-hmm.
All that shit.
What's it wide open?
Yeah, shit, nigga. How long have we been ingratiated in the strip club game?
Hold on, let me see. Now, I've been going to the strip club game over in St. Louis area since 03. So I'm damn near 20 years in the game.
Alright,
I think I brought you over there right around, what, 2013? 2013. Okay.
So, nigga, we got damn near 30 years of strip club goddamn knowledge in this motherfucker right now.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now, from what I have seen, how awful. First off, when you're dealing with a stripper, you're dealing with a bitch that's taking her clothes off for money. Okay, the first rule of nature is self-preservation. The first line of defense is your clothing. It's your clothes. So when you're dealing with a woman that will take off her clothes, she's already defeated to begin with. What that woman respects is power. Whether that's a nigga whooping her ass or a bitch that she got to fight in the club, these hoes respect power. How the fuck are these hoes taking guidance from a nigga that's a bitch?
Makes no fucking sense.
That part to me is far-fetched.
I couldn't believe it.
It's far-fetched as hell.
I couldn't believe it. I sat up and I watched that shit, and I just said, this shit. Episode, I thought I was watching a nightmare episode of one of Tyler Perry's TV shows. Because none of these fucking characters are fucking believable. And they are too one-dimensional. And seeing Uncle Clifford, I just said, this shit doesn't make any fucking sense. Ain't no strip club in the St. Louis area got a flaming gay-ass dude.
Well, let's take St. Louis out of it. Las Vegas.
No.
L.A.
Hell no.
Miami.
Hell no.
Atlanta.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's the home of the fruit
Maybe.
You know,
I would believe that's probably more acceptable behavior
in
Atlanta. Them niggas is fucked up.
But my brother, goddamn, is the liquor distributor.
And he told us on the phone. He told us on the phone. I remember him saying, he said, nah, that shit don't go down like that.
Facts.
Okay.
That shit ain't.
No, so let me retract that statement. I don't want to throw Atlanta under the bus. I watch a lot of Atlanta content from the comedians and stuff down there. Shout outs to Lonnie Smith, Jamal the Creative, so I ain't gonna throw y'all city, under the bus and shit like that. I'm going under shit that other motherfuckers say about Atlanta, so, because they say some wild shit about St. Louis. Some of it is
they
true.
Trying to reach our audience. You do something to the storyline, goddamn it, when you go after all that shit. Like, is it weird? Yeah, it's a nigga named White Knight, goddamn it, that coming to the club out here in St. Louis. And all of the bitches, shit, when we go and chill, because, we kick it with the strippers and shit out here. They come through, they go to Hooters and shit. They can go to Waffle House with them, goddamn it, all that shit. They come through in multiple, they be like, man, White Knight, that nigga, he into that freaky shit. He want me to chain him up and fuck him in the ass with a strap on. And this, I done had multiple bitches tell me shit like this.
Well, now they did put that in one of the episodes. I don't know if you watched the whole entire season.
Well, I ain't watched the whole season. I got like 4 or 5 episodes. And to me, I just didn't have it was too unrealistic for me to stop what I'm doing as a busy man and say, I gotta watch this shit. It's some shit where I gotta be bored as fuck to sit down and watch it.
Well, 95% of the time when I would watch it, I was watching it late at night while I'm doing my work, and I'm probably practicing on either my guitar or bass or something like that. So I'm doing other things. I really couldn't just sit and focus on it, because once I watched the very first episode, I have to say that I would look at the girls and I'm like, But I was just like, it was so far-fetched that once I seen Uncle Clifford, the little light-skinned, the big, tall, light-skinned, brawly dude who's head of security, and how overly aggressive this motherfucker was. I guess he wasn't trying to hit the stereotype that light-skinned niggas is soft and shit, but he was like, they just felt like Tyler Perry caricatures of fucking people that I just said, damn, these people have no dimension to themselves. They are basically a fucking minstrel show. Everybody is buck dancing and cooning through the whole motherfucking show. And when I'm watching it, it felt like all the females are victims or exalted to levels of damn near Mary Sue's, like they can accomplish and do anything, and they ain't really, other than the little bitch who allegedly the real light-skinned bitch who got into the little booty contest for the $50, which was pretty fucked up. But
well, and they always give as a black man when watching television, they will completely destroy me, goddammit. They will completely give you no hope. There's no way out. You a nigga. You gonna die. You gonna get hung, and the police gonna shoot you, goddammit.
Right.
That's pretty much TV for a black man.
Right.
And on the flip side of the coin, it don't matter how raggedy a bitch is, how much evidence you got that this hoe is off. She's always redeemable.
Exactly. And she's supposed to be saved.
There's a point where a bitch reaches where she is past the point of redeemability. Like, bitch being unwed with more than 2 children. Bitch, you a irredeemable. Fuck it, I had to say it.
Yeah, you do the motherfucker, you do society injustice.
A nigga will take 2 kids, goddamn it. Once you get past 3, bitch, and you unwed, bitch, you didn't hit ball, bitch, you irredeemable.
Now, the thing about the P-Valley, I'm going to try to get back, so there was a couple little points that I just wanted to, I didn't want to lose, because I didn't think we were going to talk about it. Some of the scenarios was wild, like the little stripper chick that was trying to take over for Mercedes, and then she's being abused by the little white dude, right? He fucking her up. And she got her baby in the motherfucking club, and motherfuckers is taking turns, with her child and shit. Now, I know scenarios where hoes have brought their child to the club, but the scenarios don't play out like that. Like motherfuckers is watching your child and shit like that. I've seen it where the motherfuckers will be like, well, you can't come up in here, or maybe we'll let you, well, you go sit out in the car with this child, but you can't bring this motherfucking child in this goddamn club. I don't care if you take this child in the motherfucking back room, the office area, whatever the fuck. No, and fuck no.
Right.
And the fact that this white dude was beating this black bitch's ass, which I was just kind of like, I mean, hey, she was an awful bitch. She probably had it coming. I didn't look at him as a victimizer. All through the whole time I was watching the show, I was trying to ask, what is she doing that you feel that you got to put your motherfucking hands on her? I just want to see, is there a way that y'all could justify it? But they didn't. They made this dude just to be a cruel ass motherfucker. And I bet the role was originally meant for a black dude.
Yeah.
It was originally for a black motherfucker. And they probably reshot that shit and had to change that shit up as a white dude.
Because they always portray a black man. And the number one thing that I done seen in my life just from watching television before I was old enough to understand is real life don't work shit like TV.
Hell no.
And when you watch TV, you always see a man who is abusive for no reason. But in real life, every time I done seen an abusive situation where a dude was whooping a bitch ass, when you really sat back and you peeked the way that female moved, you saw why he was whooping her ass.
Exactly.
Like, when I tell you never, it has never been one time in my life where I saw a woman who was getting hands put on her, and I've never been like, bitch, if I was with you, I would do better. No, every single time I seen a chick who was getting her ass whooped by a dude, I was like, yeah, nigga, shit. He was on to something.
Yeah, she had that shit coming. She set that shit up. She set it up, and he knocked it down.
I mean, like, dude, I was dealing with this bitch, and we was chilling, nigga. I was working. I was doing my schoolwork. This bitch came in and knocked over my whole motherfucking laptop. And then the bitch, she said, you think this shit funny, nigga?
Right.
I'm like, bitch, God damn it, ew. Needless to say, I had that bitch in a chokehold on my kitchen floor. Ask me would I do it again.
Would you do it again?
Yup, God damn it, shit.
Alright, that's what's up.
The fuck is a reason to choke any bitch out. The fuck? Yeah. So, man, listen. When you got a woman that's stripping, if a man abuses her like that, she lying about selling pussy. Why they ain't put that shit in the show?
Where was the pussy selling at? Every bitch in that show was, we don't sell pussy in here, we don't sell pussy in here. But they made it a point to show that they fucked a white dude was fucking a white dude, I believe, in the ass with a strap on. I might be misconstruing what I saw.
That picked the sugar cane.
He's one of the dudes that they're trying to get the property from, and he don't want to sell the property. He wants to just rent it.
Yeah, he was on that track when she said, he got it, baby.
Mm-hmm.
That shit.
Yeah, I believe so. Like I said, I only watched it once, and 95% of the time, I was not transfixed on the show because it was just so far-fetched. Like I said, I come from a background of reading comic books, watching cartoons, anime, science fiction and shit. Love Star Wars, Star Trek, jump in the ship, travel in hyperspace, go to fucking different worlds, different universes. But when I watched that P-Valley, I just said, some of this shit in this motherfucker is crazy. Now, I've heard horror stories of, I deal with a gang of stripper hoes. And they've told me that, yeah, this motherfucker wanted me to fuck him in the ass with a strap. This motherfucker wanted me to put stilettos on to stomp his balls out. Shit like that. My motherfucker wanted me to piss all over him. And sometimes I sit back and I have to say, okay, I know I'm freaky. And I know I can be a little bit ignorant. But certain shit that goes beyond the boundaries of, I'm a different type of dude. Grew up in a very different area. Used to be kind of conservative. Now I'm on that I don't give a fuck shit. That's what St. Louis will do to you. But there's certain shit that you cannot do, and that you cannot put down your motherfucking morals and standards of conduct of certain shit that's acceptable, especially in the motherfucking bedroom, right along with what the fuck you do out in the streets. And so for me to hear certain shit that motherfuckers like done to them privately, to each his own. But a lot of times I be feeling these bitches be lying they motherfucking ass off. And if there's motherfucking dudes out there that's doing this shit, I'm not judging you. All I know is I wouldn't be doing that shit. And just don't bring that shit around me. Do you?
When multiple bitches from not multiple clubs name the same nigga and you know these hoes don't know each other, that nigga's a freak. Like White Knight.
Yeah.
White Knight is a freak. Yeah. He's a creep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, you do have that one occasional, regular creep freak, that does that wants that certain shit. And like I said, if motherfuckers really do, I don't know, it's just hard for me to believe in that shit because I don't even like a motherfucker to graze my nutsack. I'm about to throw up, like all that shit. Put some stilettos on and stomp his balls out. I'm like, what kind of sick shit is that?
Well, I mean, some folks into that, man. Some folks, it's fetishes.
Man.
It's fetishes, man.
Well, I could go into my motherfucking fetishes, but I ain't. But and it involves women. But I'm not into pain. I'm into freaky shit. But that pain, stomping your balls, nigga, is with some stilettos, dude.
I can believe that shit. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I can believe that shit.
That shit got my stomach queasing in a motherfucker just thinking about it.
Because, I mean, for me, shit, I have no desire to piss on a bitch. But somebody, goddammit, whoever that person was in the R. Kelly sex tape, pissed on the bitch. So, I mean, shit. Everybody got some freaky ass fetishes that ain't necessarily known. Man, listen. He was nice about it. Shit, he handed the bitch a motherfucking towel and wiped it up.
Right. He at least put the bitch up.
Like shit.
Yeah.
And shit, he ain't smeared, he blotted it.
Yeah.
Damn it, that nigga pissed on the bitch. Damn it, shit. He came and got that nigga. Listen.
Sounds look incredible on the motherfucking internet.
Man, shit. I just want to see how that bitch look get out the shower. Fuck that. Damn it, can you maintain this same energy?
Yeah, but the show P-Valley, man, is it's pretty much no different than what the reality TV shows are. Scripted shows that make no fucking sense. It's basically television, pretty much like you're saying.
Let me get this. All right.
Okay.
The whole game is a game built for women. Once a bitch get past 25, her best days are over. When it comes to hustling, okay, your best, listen, when it comes to hustling and getting money as a stripper, you make your best money by moving around. Especially if you're not in a place like Atlanta, Miami, New York, or LA, where you constantly got new people sweeping through the club and shit all the time. But if you got one bitch that's staying in one place, man, that's been there for 10, 20, 30 years, man, that shit is crazy. You won't, you not gonna see. Now, I say all that to say the lead character towards the younger, badder bitches at the club, they don't show the part of the story why that's the reason why Uncle Clifford is 55 grand in the hole.
No, they never explained that shit. I always wondered what the fuck. Remember I said they put a lot of things in a TV show to justify the narrative of why this is going the way it's going. They never explained why he was in the hole for 55 grand.
This is the thing. These shows are written for women, but they sell women pipe dreams. They sell them fictitious, and folks who are like strip club aficionados like us, we're looking at this like, what the fuck is this goddamn coonery, buffoonery? Like, P-Valley, baby.
It's so drama filled, but it's the wrong kind of drama, because the majority of the problems that them hoes go through is the drugging, too much. They own too many drugs, too much alcohol. They fucking too many motherfuckers between the dope dealers, the bouncers, club owners, the studs that think they niggas that's coming up in there, the bitches that's working in there. That's 95% baby mama bullshit. You know, they fucking the right and the wrong. Well, no, they ain't never right. They fucking the wrong motherfuckers in dope. And just petty shit. That's the shit that they was talking about. This bitch stole damn near, what, $500,000 from a motherfucker? Ain't a bitch in that motherfucking club stole no more than $1,000 from a nigga. No more than 1,000.
Nah.
You know.
Nah. And to keep it funky, P-Valley show, that club wouldn't have made it with all them old hoes up in there. That club ain't gonna make it with no old hoes like that. They ain't got not one young broad up in there. Every last one of them girls in that motherfucking club is 30 years old plus.
Past the prime, hit the wall.
Then you got the rapper up in there, goddamn it. Well, you need to put weed on the wings. That's some cooning ass shit. Ain't no motherfucking real hustlers finna waste all that good ass weed on chicken. The fuck?
Listen here, the biggest part of the minstrel show and the cooning was the fact that they got Uncle Clifford owning the club. He 55,000 in the hole. So they basically showing they emasculated the man by every fucking episode he's running through 4 or 5 fucking hairstyles. He's flaming gay as fuck. And then
big ass 300-pound nigga and some stilettos. Go ahead.
And some stilettos. And the thug grimy ass motherfucking rapper it ain't fucking now they doing romantic shit. Going out on dates and they sucking and fucking, you know, they fucking and shit. I just said this shit is. Well, I don't.
Well, that gay ass rapper shit, that shit real, nigga. Look at Young Buck and Eddie Murphy, man. You feel me?
Yeah.
Fucking Johnny Gill, goddammit. Shit, I said it. Luther.
Hey.
Freddie Jackson.
Oh shit, they are R&B singers, nigga.
What's the dude with Earth, Wind & Fire? The one who looked like he was. Yeah, is that the nigga that look like he on Star Trek?
Still a bit.
That nigga gay as hell, man.
No, man. These are rappers. It was like what's that little boy, the little gay ass little rapper was wearing the dresses? Young Thug.
Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah, all them little, you know. I don't know. I don't hang around the circle. So
they call you side rider, nigga. Rico, Rico mess with blacks and Mexicans. He's speaking like Donald, me or you. Shit, one of us had that. That part may be realistic, but he on the damn low.
Who?
The rappers, whoever you talking
Oh,
about. But keep going, niggas, keep going.
shit. I don't know. I don't hang around now. If it's ratchet ass stripper hoes that watch that motherfucking campaign for that motherfucker and believe in that show, was watching that shit every goddamn Sunday, how they could sit back and just sit up and say, man, ain't none of this shit going on in this goddamn
But
show.
you forget, man, when you dealing with strippers, you dealing with hoes who live in La La Land. That's why they stripping and not getting their ass up and going into a motherfucking place where they can hustle. They rather beg you for money that you made while hustling than going and getting their own money.
True.
Like, I mean, I saw a well-known stripper. Well-known from the pink strip day. You know? And she like, damn, is they gonna when the fuck they gonna let Onyx back up? Bitch, the club been closed for 7 months.
Right.
You should have been about the whole nother hustle by now. Baby and Lil Wayne, yeah.
I go into 2 Street. I really don't care about that lifestyle. The little murder rapper dude. If that shit go on, that's some weird shit to me.
Now, to me, when they said that your song can't get played in the club, I don't know what the fuck they talking about, because everything I heard from the nigga was good enough to get played at the club, because at the club, it's not about the fuck on the radio now. Yeah.
Motherfucking record broke into a motherfucking strip club that's acting real funky with your club is to get a stripper bitch, pay her to dance every time she go up on stage, whatever, for her to pay the DJ to play that motherfucking song every time she dance.
Well, like,
they'll
what
break
if
your
you
motherfucking song.
Yeah, let's keep it real. In the strip club, the DJ don't get paid by the club, he get paid by the girls. The DJ will play that shit for about $200.
Pretty much.
For $200, nigga, you can get your shit on right now, nigga. Kid Boogie would play the fuck out that song.
Yeah, 200 DJ will definitely play that motherfucker.
Hey, what?
Play it all night.
See, that nigga play that shit at the beginning of every rotation. Paradise, stage 1. Paradise. Bitch, get off that broke ass nigga, Paradise. Get your motherfucking ragged ass on stage 1, Paradise. Come on, man.
Yeah, now, the part that fucked me up about the P Valley was they were holding drugs in the club, but they wasn't selling the drugs in the club. That was disingenuous. I said, man, look here. I ain't gonna name them names, but in a given time, it's about 3 to it's a minimum of 3 drug dealers in every motherfucking strip club.
Alright, so listen. So, when the Uncle Clifford nigga blackmailed the light-skinned girl by having her fake ID,
right?
Ain't no bitch finna let you blackmail them with a fake ID, nigga, report them with a fake ID. You know how many motherfucking lies these bitches keep going? A fake ID is the least of these hoes wear.
Well, the thing was, we got to think she was running from the little dude that was looking for her that she stole the money from. Remember I said, sometimes when you ask questions, you got to sit back and watch the narrative, because when he grabbed the ID from her and wanted to give it back to her, I was trying to think, like, another bitch would have probably said, man, she probably would have lied her way out of this shit. She would have snatched it out of his motherfucking hand, or she would have said, fuck this motherfucking club, I'm going to go to another club.
Yeah.
But they had to write a fictitious motherfucking story to justify why she's doing what the fuck she's doing. To get a fucking ID.
And then she called dude up and they having phone sex. Bitch, if you call me for me to jack off, bitch, I'ma hang up and jack off by myself.
Thank you.
The fuck I need you to jack off for?
Nigga, that was the wildest, weakest shit. I just said, man, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. That whole conversation would have been like, so what you talking about? Shit, I need about, that probably would have been a conversation. That would have been all text message. Really. What type of numbers you talking about, bitch? If it's in your price range, well, shit, I'll be over there, you meet me over here. And it's gonna go down. That phone section, I said, and for the bitches in the strip club that watched that shit and nobody complained about it, I didn't see nobody talking bad about none of that shit in P-Valley. I said, man, a bitch gonna sit up and play with herself while another nigga play with himself and she didn't make no money. That shit make that's totally unfucking.
But you know what? The current strippers, they not gonna tell you the truth about that shit. The bitch that tell you the truth is always the bitch that quit stripping about 5-10 years ago.
Yeah.
And those be the ones that'll sit back and tell you the game beginning to end. But the bitches who still in the game, nah. Now, the closest thing you get to a bitch that's gonna tell you the truth is a bitch that's on her way out the game.
Right.
If a bitch got about 3 or 4 more lap dances, then that bitch she be retiring.
She got 3 dances left in the train, but
that bitch, listen, when them bitches that got long in the tube, them bitches, they not gonna tell you the truth like that. Nah.
Right.
But then you got the bitch, you got some hoes who just refuse to kick the game. Bitches like Flex. That bitch gonna strip forever, nigga. Fuck that shit. Damn it, that bitch, hey, when you become a grandmother, bitch, your stripping days low. Alright? So, bitch, if you have a daughter at 16, and your daughter have a daughter at 16, bitch, you are done at 32. Your time has come. The day you become a granny, bitch, your stripping days are over.
Is she done with selling pussy, though?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Yeah, okay. Even though that pussy got a lot of high mileage on it. That's blowed out, burnt up in the game.
You gotta put some Pins oil on that motherfucker, lubricated. You get some of that high mileage oil, goddamn it. Shit. Damn it, put a battery in that bag, bitch. Duralast. You feel me? Shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, cricket letter. They say your passenger look like Ron from a different world. I thought it was genuine, bird. They wild, man. But nah, man, that P-Valley shit, P-Valley is far-fetched. When she up in there and she telling them, I don't want y'all to be no hoe like me, man, kids see what the fuck you doing. They don't listen to what the fuck you saying. Yeah, at least I get paid for mine. Y'all hoes out here twerking for free. Then, she never once did they explain the fact that she was a mother, goddammit, until we get to this episode and we find out that the girl is her daughter.
Right.
And she say, well, you can't be coming around her. Bitch like hell. You gonna tell an awful bitch like that? Man, come on, man. And that bitch, she got so much game. But she's still 40 in the strip club stripping. That's all I want to know.
And the part of the game that really fucked me up was allegedly the bitch danced for 7 years and she only stacked 20 grand. That's the part that really fucked me up.
Well, that shit realistic, though.
You know what? You're right.
Because most of the strippers'
Right.
money go to cocaine, weed,
and
press on nails,
and putting the money on niggas' books that they fuck with in jail.
Yup.
Because they'll take care of a nigga in jail.
Yup. Free man. Free man. It's my peoples in them. You know.
Man need to be in jail. Man is a motherfucking terrorist of the hood.
I mean, and then shit. When you really think about it, the new shit now is all these bitches going to get surgery done. Like, I was chilling with my bitch last week or something like that, and she was telling me, she like, yeah, I'm going to get my butt lift done at the end of the year. I'm like, alright, you know, I guess. Cool, but them hoes, man, they don't have, none of these hoes have money to go to college, but they scrape their money together to go get breast augmentations and butt lifts and shit like that.
Tummy tucks, nigga. Tummy tucks is the new hustle.
Man,
they gotta get that waist snatched.
These bitches be coming out here with goddamn blonde weave, goddamn it, and green eye contacts and shit. Be like, bitch, you look like the most exotic motherfucking chimpanzee ever. These bitches, girl, they be looking like exotic birds and shit. They say, now that was funny with the mama. Genuine. Man, look. That motherfucking security guard over there that's misunderstood. You know, hey, I'll kill your baby daddy for you, but let me watch your baby. Let me hit my cash app. I want to money, man. Man, send me a motherfucking lifetime check, man. If y'all like this content, you know, I'm waiting on that motherfucking lifetime check. Hit my cash app. I want a mommy makeover. Y'all crazy as hell, man. What's the other shit on TV? You ain't seen that Chris Rock shit yet?
No, I ain't got around to it.
I gotta watch that shit. Gotta watch the episode tonight, man.
I was trying to watch that Lovecraft Country this morning. 7 episodes so all over the motherfucking place. I just
Jigga Bob. I ain't saw that Lovecraft yet, man. Hey, Trent, they are ladies that didn't have a mother to teach them what a lady is. I have a beautiful daughter that's a real lady. Well, tell your daughter to call me, goddamn, because I might need to give her a cross-examination, goddamn it. I need to goddamn cross-examine her. I got these questions, you know what I mean? I need to see her here. Listen. Now, where were you on the night of October the 5th? Wrong answer. The answer's supposed to be in my house. Yo, true story. Listen, man. Y'all got any questions, man? Drop y'all questions off in the chat when we get on up off this motherfucker.
Man, shit, we can get up off this motherfucker. Real good shit. We gotta stop. No, wait, how close we are? Like I said, we're about like 10 miles away.
Yeah, we're about 10 miles away from the 9.
I guess I can wait. I gotta get me something to eat.
Yeah, man. Your ass starving like more.
No, I ain't starving. I think we need something to drink.
Damn. Listen, man. If y'all goddamn gonna support my chlamydia
chlamydia clear-up package.
My chlamydia eradication package. Get that motherfucking lifetime check.
If your dick is leaking.
Shit.
From fucking these reckless bitches.
Hey, goddamn it, look, man, if you goddamn want to support my gonorrhea be gone package, hit that motherfucking lifetime check. Oh, goddamn it, man. If you all know where my parents are, goddamn it, they waiting on that motherfucking lifetime check. Man. They say, what the co-rider put in his herd? Oh shit.
Shit. Here we go.
Oh shit, nigga. Look, here go the bullshit. Which, yep, I said wet ass WACP. What the fuck is WACP? What the fuck is that? If you meet my daughter, you won't be with another woman. That's how real they are. I've been with their father for 55 years. Well, tell her come fuck my life up, goddamn it, because these hoes I've been dealing with for these last 7 months. This shit is awful, man. I ain't had no new bitches since Corona started, man. God damn it, I'm doing awful shit, like trying to make it work with her. Nigga, this shit is horrible, man. I know I typically got there and let a bitch go. I let a bitch go for whatever reason. Bitch, is that your daddy calling you in the middle of the night, bitch? Nah, fuck that, bitch. This shit over.
So,
What's y'all question, though?
no, I was right to
Damn it, nigga, that ain't got shit to do. Is that his ringer? Yeah, nigga, that was that nigga ring. Damn it.
What?
Nigga, they want to know, goddamn, what the fuck is up in your hair, goddamn it. I ain't getting it.
It's none of their business. What does that have to do with anything?
Goddamn it, that nigga, he's like, man, nigga, this is motherfucking Luster's Pink Oil Moisturizer, goddamn it, and some activated gel. I got oh shit. Look, man. Thanks for tuning in to the end of it. Now, nigga, like long connection. Alright? Shit.